Hello everyone, Blade God here, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make your own Xenoverse character from scratch, along with how to make your own transformation. This is so you don't have to do that disgusting thing we like to call CAC to X2M, because us modders don't fucking use that disgusting thing, because it's horrible. So, as you can see, this is my character file. I want to suggest, if you are making a character, make a folder with the suggested name of your character, the three-letter code of the character inside, and then you put all the parts in it. Right now, you can see that, all this is kind of jingle-jangled. We're going to fix that right now. What you're going to do here is three-letter character code 00. But depending on how many transformations you have, so the only thing on my character's transformation that needs a new part, that needed an extra part, is his hair. So as you can see, there's 000 hair, but then there's my transformation hair, right here. You're gonna name it the same three-letter code, but then you gotta do 001. Depending on how many forms you have on the character, usually people do 7-stage transformations, so you might end up doing 007 or 00 blah blah blah. But we're only doing one. If you want a tutorial on something further, comment down below. We also if you want a tutorial on how to do physics items or such, or how to recolor certain skill stuff, I can do that as well in a later video, but today I'm just showing you how to make a transforming character. So, once I rename all this, we're gonna so I'm gonna speed through all this, and when I get back to you, we are going to continue with the rest. Okay, and we're back. I forgot I wanted to have my eyes changed, so I added that part in here. Now let's get the other things you need before you need everything else. So we're gonna go to our Xenoverse directory. If you don't have it, you should have a CPK in your stuff, and you should have a data folder of CPK, and you're gonna need to go to the character. Since we're making a human Saiyan thing, we're gonna need to go to the human folder. I know I passed it. There it is. And we're going to need to grab the BCS, because the BCS is something very important you're gonna need to be able to even make the character what it is. You are going to need the skeleton, because the character will not function without a skeleton. I don't think many things function without a skeleton. You are going to need to scroll down, grab the face animations, and then let me grab my moveset. Now, as you can see, my moveset has almost everything. Well, you see how my moveset is missing something? Go back to this. So you see this moveset has back and BDM. If it does not have the BCM, go to the CPK and grab that. A moveset needs all three of those to work. And if your moveset has it, you use the Kamien from the moveset. If it doesn't, of course, always go here. Grab Kamien if you need it. Because if it's not in this, if it's not in the custom moveset you're using, then grab it from the CPK. Now, with all those parts now, let's see how the character looks right now with Xenoviewer. Xenoviewer is a great tool to use if you want to view how your character is going to look so far before you put them in game, so you can like test out like face parts. Like I'm gonna put like in the Citadel we have a whole thing of character parts. So you might have to you might download this, and if you want to like test out different faces you may want, you can go and then put them in Xenoviewer, see if you want them or not. Now let's put the character in Xenoviewer and see how he looks with all of his stuff right now. As you can see, he's not colored yet. And we're going to get to that part next. First, let's see how he looks with like all the stuff we did. Like all the parts we added so far. Let's see how it all looks non-finished, unpolished. You want to test out how he looks with the moveset on, you have to highlight all the parts. Drag them into skeleton. And then put the EN in. And you can then see how the character will look with the moveset. How all that will look in game. If you want to see how he'll look like color-wise, do game roster lighting, and you'll be able to see how he'll look color-wise in the game. Like it shows the whole moveset's basically the ENs. You'll be able to see everything. So let's get to coloring next. Close that out. They don't need it anymore. You're gonna need the EMB pack for this part. Every resource you'll need will be linked down below. Will either be linked on the linked to the mod site, like its mod page on the mod site will be linked in the description, or I'll link the server of the Citadel, and then you can look through the resources tabs in the Citadel for what you need. So let's start with hair. Make this nice and simple, because that's the best way to have as an example. Alright, I messed up something. There we go. Yeah, that's why I typed midway. So I'm going to grab both hairs so you can understand what I'm going with. I'm going to do a nice little cut to grab the color I want to use. Okay, so I grabbed the color I want to use for the hair. If you haven't noticed, you have to have something called paint.net. It's what you need to use to color these assets to onto the character. And I have the color folder should be in the Citadel if you need it. So we're gonna grab this brown, copy, and then paste the copy onto the hairs DOIT folder. Then you gotta save it. You also have to drag it up to the part you're changing. Delete this for 2 seconds. And you'll see why we had to delete that 002 in a bit. And drag the hair DOIT folder back here. And it updates the hair DOIT. And then you can go into Xenoviewer. Wrong folder. Grab the EMD, and you can see how the hairs looks. Now, you're about to see why I deleted the 002 in that folder. The 002 and beyond is for like transformation stuff. 001's a placeholder in any type of DYT folder. So, when you're doing DYTs for transformations, period, you are going to need to do the 002. Now, since this is a extra, since the hair has its own part, the transformation hair, I'm going to have to recolor the 00 and recolor the 002. I'm going to have to recolor both to be the same thing, and then I'm going to copy the 002 from here and put it into the 00 hair right here. Now, what if, you might be wondering, but what if something doesn't change? What if you have a body part that doesn't change the thing at all? Well, if you're not gonna change the whole body part, like if I go to bust here, I would have my base form DYT of the bust here. Then I would edit 002 to be what I want the colors of the transformation of the bust to be. If I'm not changing the model of the bust, then I'm gonna have to change the DYTs of it. You don't have to change the DYTs. You could have the base form and the transformation have like the same DYTs. It don't matter. That's really all up to you. So gonna do a nice little cut. Try to find what type of hair I want, color wise. Okay, so I colored the 00 of this. I'm gonna copy the 00 of this, then edit it into 002. Copy that and put it into this one. Then I drag both over here to have it up to date. Now, I'm going to cut me coloring all these parts because I doubt any of you want to just sit here and watch all that. So I will be back with you when I'm done coloring. Okay, we're back and done coloring, as you can see. Now we just have a few more steps or we'll be done. But I'm going to show you a bonus thing. So if you go to your folder, if you have, if you did do this thing I did, I want to need you guys to make a jungle folder. If you want to be doing this next part, which is having a custom voice. I can also teach guys in another video VFX, but I'm not doing that in this one. So we are doing nice little custom voice. So you're gonna need to do jungle data. And to be real quick to make sure I'm not doing this wrong, I'm going to another character I have that has a custom voice. So I've done this a good amount of times. Yep. So you go to jungle, you make a jungle, then you make a data, and then you make a sound folder. And then inside of sound, I'm using Dante's voice of the VGM. I don't. If you ever make, if you like, if you're gonna want to use voices off the VGM, or like you end up figuring out how to make your own, you're still gonna need to know to do this part. Once you have the Vox, from that, you got all the battle. So I go to skill first. You see how it all says MO6 and shit? I want to edit that to my 3-letter code. But first, let's do it for character, which would be the easiest and the quickest because it's only one. Now, I'm going to skip through retyping on all of these, the 3-letter code. Okay, so now as you can see, everything in the box of my 3-letter code. Now, we are going to do the BCS next. And then, we're going to make the custom transformation for your character. Now, we're going to load up. The BCS I told you guys to grab. Now, of course, we all know that BCS of CACs have all this extra shit. So we're going to delete all of that extra shit. And just edit in what we need. Yep. So this, delete that. Now all this. All that matters is the name part of the section. Everything else, leave blank. So I don't have to type shit, I just have all this. I have like my 3-letter code copied. So I could just, I don't have to type everything. Make this go nice and quick on the BCS. Now, as you know, we have transformation. So you do part set 1, or part set of how many forms you're having. And just add the parts of what items you have changing. So on my character, all I have for this is new hair and new eyes. Now, since this is a different transformation, and you saw how our thing has 001, put both models on this to 1. Bam. And that's all there is to it. So, save. Ta-da! See, and it has backups, showing that we did it. Now, let's get that transformation. Yay! So close that. And do that. I'm gonna just grab one of Unleash's, because I have his transformation pack thing. So I'm just gonna grab that, copy that, post it in here, and we're gonna go here. Good old XV2 in. We're gonna go to skill create. I'm gonna open it. Go there. Go there. Generate new a bunch of times. Rename that. Do that. I am renaming this off of a Looksism base thing. And I rename this. Because yeah, you gotta rename that. And see how, so this all looks nice and good. Make sure you don't have this on. This needs to be off. Usually, if you have that on, it will mess up being able to do this, which you have to set to 1, which gets the whole cuss file done. You definitely don't want anything on this, but here, there's a lot that's going to need to be changed right here. Now I have horrible memory, so I'm going to open up another character transformation that I made. And, and that one's going to be Boreal. And his nice little form. Because I'm working on a mod with Shikaro. You guys are all going to enjoy that one. So this, 0. This, 0. This, 1. This, 0. This is already 0. This, 0. This, keep -1. This, -1. This, also -1. Boo. Now, I'm going to now grab lovely Shikaro's stuff and actually put a custom aura on this form. I need something a little gold, a little yellowish to goldish. So, if I can go down, because there's a lot of these, so I don't have to worry about this part. You could do a vanilla aura for all I care. It's your transformation skill. You can put on it whatever thing you want. Me, on the other hand, I'm just doing what I want on this one. But, like, this stuff is a lot. When I mean a lot, I mean a lot. I'm not skipping through this part because there is stuff I do need to show you. Once I do this. Yeah, fuck it, we're just gonna do the Universal Super Saiyan 4 that just makes this quick and simple. I might change it once the full demo pack hits. Once the full aura pack is released, and though Shikaro has a lot of fucking auras to get through. 1066. Now, all that done, just gotta save it. Copy master. Close that. Now you might be wondering, well, what else do you have to do? You got the transformation. Well, the transformation animation colors is what I'm changing next. So you know, like those like big ass burst of colors and auras you may get from transformations. Yeah, I'm changing that shit. And I'm gonna show you how to do it yourself. So, You gotta get that good old. I'm gonna close you out for now. I don't need you up anymore. We're gonna get that good old skill file and put that in here. And oh, EPK organizer is our best friend on recoloring anything. This might not always work because sometimes transformation shit colors are stupid. So EPK of that. Tools. Hue adjustment. And we do a nice yellow. Okay, maybe fuck. There we go. Bam. And then we just save it. And then we open this up, delete the old skill thing. We're gonna let this update. And then we drag the new skill folder into here. Bam. That's updated. And now we get to make the X2M. We've made it so far. You guys are doing so well. Especially if you're for some reason doing this as like a step-by-step thing. That's like if you're making a character while watching this, I give you props for that. I would be doing shit like that. You know, generate this a bunch of times. Always safe to do that. Put in the name of your character, as you all know. Put your name or whatever as the author. Go to files, character file. Obviously, that's your 3-letter code file right here. Select that. Takes a little bit for mine to load in when I select it, so it's going to take a bit. If it might go faster for you, might not. Might be just as slow as fuck. Who knows? Yep, there we go. Select the select portrait. We're just gonna go random one from game. But don't worry, I'm gonna show you how to change this to your character's own face that you just made. So make sure to do not edit anything else, especially this. Do not touch the auto generate. Now these need to stay 0. Don't fucking touch these. If you're gonna do like a character's voice for like the selection thing, you can copy from game and it will, have that. I cannot show you how to do your own custom one yet. I do not have one. So then, do that. CMS. Copy from game. Human 3-letter code. Now edit all this to your character. Do I still have it? No, I don't. I do not still have it. Gotta fix that. Because that leaves me with less things to type. Cool. This would be your skills. Let's add that custom transformation we just made. Oh, if you're gonna do blast, usually just do this one. Unless you have like a custom modded blast, you're gonna X2M that you can just add to this, then don't worry about it. I'm not gonna add any charge skills or anything like that. I'm not gonna add any skills right now because this is just showing off what we did do. This Now we get to the custom voice thing. So open up another character that has a custom voice. So I can walk through and show off what you need to do on the CSO. So you're gonna need to do the type things like this out, but with your 3-letter code. So you know, you see this, boop boop, this, boop, boop boop, and then boop boop. All there's to it. This is your stats. So I am going to just grab a random character stats. I'm gonna go Majubes because I don't want this character to die easily. So I'm gonna go with Majubes because I like his Z-Soul. And I'm gonna edit these into my liking. So we're gonna go 4. Usually max I realize to do on key and stamina here is 2. And then if I want to hit hard, I'm just gonna do a good old 3 on all of this shit. If you want to change your defense, go ahead. That's all you. That's not my problem. Last but not least up is auras. You do glare, that will be like an aura that surrounds you at all times. I'm not doing glare, so. Where is it? And there you are. And that should be all. And now, I forgot to put this in. There we go. Bam. And now, doot doot. Save. But we're not just done yet. You remember that jungle file I showed you, right? Yeah, you're gonna need to do something with that. So, add your X2M to WinRAR. Open it up. Double tap the character. It'll open up its inner files. Drag that jungle file in. So all that Vox shit you did means something, and now your character has their custom voice. Update all that. Replace the old one with the one that actually has the voice now. And now, I'm going to cut a bit to load the aura up. And then I will see you guys in game. We're back, and now it's time for the moment of truth. You know your character's working if it loads in the roster. Ta-da! Now, there is the possibility that the transformation either it needs Lazy Bones, and I didn't download Lazy Bones, so there is a possibility of him getting a load screen that way. But now, we test him out
I'm ready.
against everyone's favorite testing dummy, Trunks. Aha, I didn't need Lazy Bones. Ooh, yeah, if your transformation that you edit does involve Lazy Bones, it will give an infinite load screen if you don't download the Lazy Bones like transformation installer. Okay, fucked up loading screen camera intro, but that's fine. I didn't I thought I took off glare. I thought, huh. I might have put glare on the character by accident. I didn't notice. Yep, you can hear the custom voice. That's Dante, alright. Okay, I messed up my Taekwondo a little bit. That Y combo not hitting like at all. But now, time for the transformation. See how that loaded out. And it worked. Just as I expected. Now, for the profile picture thing. Dump the portrait like that. I want to test out if the thing has auto dodge. Oh, what the fuck? There's a mistexture issue on the mouth for some reason. That's strange. Loads everywhere else perfectly fine, but... Huh. Oh well. Character works just fine, but let's get you guys that portrait. Time you dump a photo, it ends up in the patcher. So you have to open up the patcher, and then you gotta find the character. Screenshot in the patcher. I've done a lot of characters, so we're doing Julian. And so, just grab that good old shit of Giuliano. And of course, my thing starts lagging. So I have to do my good old left click, and you open it in paint.net once it shows up. Wow, this is horrible. I've never... Damn, this lag though. Let's try that again. Oh my god. Wow, technical issues is fucking crazy. So once you finally get paint.net opened up with the fucking icon, you then go to save as. And you have to save it as a DDS file. Save. Okay. And now that that's all saved, we go to the fun part. Well, I guess less fun, more just the final part. We got the XVN. Go to character create. please open. Go to your files, select portrait. That's not what I meant to press. Select from files, go from here, and Julian should be right there. And then you just press save, so you can update the thing. As we all know, this takes fucking forever. Bam. And that's it. That's all. You'll have your select portrait and everything, and you have everything you need. Oh, your character is perfectly well done. I hope you guys enjoyed. And of course, if you want other tutorials, just ask, and I'll see what I can do.